How did kites and gliders teach us about powered flight's aerodynamics? Imagine flying a simple piece of cloth in the wind and feeling how it lifts. That's the basic idea behind how early flying devices like kites and gliders helped us understand flight. These devices were more than just toys. They were experiments that revealed the secrets of how objects stay in the air. When you see a kite soaring high, it shows how air flowing over its surface creates lift, which is the force that pushes objects upward. This idea is at the heart of all heavier-than-air flight, including airplanes. In the past, people used kites for many purposes, from measuring wind to lifting objects. Ancient Chinese and Japanese inventors used large, strong kites to lift people and supplies. These early experiments showed that lifting first comes from air moving over a surface, which is the foundation of aerodynamics. As time went on, inventors and scientists realized that controlling how a device interacts with air is key to making it fly steadily and safely. Sir George Cayley, a pioneer in aeronautics, used modified kites and gliders to study these forces systematically. He identified the four main forces acting on flying objects: lift, drag, thrust, and weight. Cayley built gliders with fixed wings to generate lift and added tails for stability. His 1853 glider flight was the first recorded heavier-than-air flight that was controlled. It proved that wings could generate enough lift without flapping, changing how people thought about flying machines. Otto Lilienthal took these ideas further by flying many gliders in the 1890s. He experimented with different wing shapes and ways to control the glider. His work showed that sustained, controlled flight was possible, inspiring others to develop powered aircraft. The key lesson from Lilienthal was that control was essential for safe flight, not just lift. The Wright brothers built on these lessons by focusing on how to control the aircraft. They created kites with new control systems, like wing warping, which allowed the wings to twist and turn. This was the first step toward three-axis control, which lets pilots pitch, yaw, and roll. They also built a wind tunnel to test hundreds of wing shapes, improving their understanding of how lift and drag work. All these experiments with kites and gliders helped scientists and inventors understand the forces that make flight possible. They moved the focus from copying birds to applying scientific principles to design real flying machines. Their work laid the foundation for the first powered airplane, which flew successfully in 1903. Without the early lessons from kites and gliders, powered flight might not have become a reality. These simple devices taught us how air interacts with surfaces, how to control that interaction, and how to turn the dream of flying into a real achievement.